I wanted to place before my lords that these particular writ petitions, which I want to say have been filed, my lords, they have been the first writ petition. Would my lords see my paragraph B on this? We just put a small note together, my lords, on the factual aspects at least. The first writ petition before the High Court came to be filed on 7th of November 2022, which is the Suraj Bihari Mandal petition. After that, petitions came to be filed. There are 4 of them here, and the last one on 8th of May 2023. 18th of May 2023. In all these petitions, there is a common prayer that the state has not held CTET, so please recognize CTET. Now, my lords, please, one thing I must make out here very clearly. We are all residents of Jharkhand. We have gone and taken our exam, either the CTET exam or in the neighboring states, while the state of Jharkhand was not conducting the exam. So that is an important facet, that we are all residents of Jharkhand. We do know the local culture, languages, etc. from Jharkhand, and that's also pre-qualification that the state has now put even while granting that little relaxation. Now, my lords, this particular advertisement came to be issued on 19th of July 2023. That is advertisement number 13. This, my lords, will find the date in the counter. This has been mentioned at page 1, number 169 of additional documents, that this advertisement is dated 19th of July. In the interregnum, my lords, when these writs had been filed, counter had been filed by the state of Jharkhand, the advertisement came to be issued. What I'm laboring now to point out is, between the judgment of the High Court and the amendment made subsequently to the advertisement, the state of Jharkhand had itself carried out at least 6 or 7 amendments to the advertisement, extending the time for filing and applications, extending the age limits and other concessions to that same advertisement. So, my lords, the extension which was granted after the judgment of the High Court was not the first extension for the purpose of filing of the applications. So, on that aspect where it has been stated, so my lords, please, there is a small series here. If I may just quickly run this.
It is not much relevance.
My lords,
Madam, we are asking only one question.
Please, my lords.
Please apprise us on the facts of the case.
I am.
That as per clause 10
yes.
of NCTE guidelines,
yes.
when the exemption can be granted. And this procedure has been adopted. And in fact, this was the work of the state government. The state government was not in a position to discharge this onus.
Please, my lord.
We have already heard Mr. Maninder Singh as well as Guru Krishnamurti. Even because of you are one of the, you were the petitioners before the High Court. So therefore we are hearing you. So your contention may be hardly whatever you have said and how far it can be done. That is all. We can understand.
My lord, sir, then can I just break this submission up into 3 points, answering the first query that my lords have put to me first, and I cannot put it beyond that.
Whatever you want to do it, we
so my lords,
have already given you half an hour.
My lords, I will stick to the timeline that my lords
have already spent.
My lords, I will try.
We have given today,
yes.
Otherwise we would have...
My lords, please, I would submit this, that it is within the power of the state of Jharkhand to amend its rules to bring in CTET as one of the qualifications. As of today, there is an amendment. The rules have been amended, which have been amended as on January 2024. 29th of January, I'm grateful. Once the rule has been amended and the said rule is not a subject matter of a challenge, it definitely cannot be challenged by way of a side wing by filing an IA in this particular petition. For the purpose of challenge, the necessary process has to be followed. That has not been done. Once the rule occupies the field today, unless and until that rule is set aside by a court, my lords, in a this will be my submission. My lords, that rule today operates. I come to the second limb. There is no challenge, so the rule does operate, and the rule recognizes CTET as one of the minimum qualification. Number 2, the rule is under Article 309. Again, This is my first submission. My lords, my second submission to my lords is the submission that the rules of the game have been changed after the game has begun. Because if there is an occupied field and there is a legislation or a rule today that prescribes CTET as a qualification, I will place before my lords the material to show that it cannot be said that given the advertisement of 19th of July 2023, or that the rules of the game have been changed, or it has inured to the prejudice of the other party, to the petitioners here. And I submit this for a reason, that by a line of judgments my lords have held, that the commencement of a process would have happened if the exam had commenced or the parties had participated in an examination. Here, on 19th of July, when the writ petitions were already pending before the High Court, only an advertisement was issued. First of all, there was a pendency of the writ petitions. My lords, my second submission is that while an advertisement was issued on 19th of July 2023, pending 4 writ petitions on the issue, the state itself chose to make at least 6 amendments, whether it was an amendment to the age. Yes, my lords, I have given out a list also to accommodate various persons, which is set in this particular note. Now, and the state also extended the time prior to the judgment of the High Court for as being the last date for submitting of applications. And this is until the judgment of the High Court. So the state...
Not like that. The time was extended.
Please,
that is after the judgment of the High Court.
No, my lords, it had been extended even before. This is here. My lords, it is here. I have put the number of the notifications. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lords. My lords may turn to bottom of the page, the first amendment, age relaxation. Then, my lords, name change. Then, my lords, please turn to serial number D. Serial number D on the page number 2.
Yes, serial number D.
Yes, my lords. Extension 1. 8th August 2023, before the judgment of the High Court, form submission deadline extended.
Only on the point of CTET educational qualification.
My lords, so I would...
Please, madam, please refer that.
My lords, I am on that aspect. I say...
Come on that.
So...
When it was extended.
Yes.
What is this writ petition 4049 of 23?
My lords, that is...
Not mentioned in the list. It was about this. Because this is in reference to some writ petition.
My lords, these are those para teachers. That is that writ petition. That is where that order came. It was shown to my lords yesterday. So we just put it there for the purpose of completeness. No, my lords, just give me a time to formulate this particular issue. I'll leave it at that. My lords, my submission is this.
We are saying directly come on the point.
My lords, I'm answering that point.
Request is this.
My lords, my submission is this. When only an advertisement is issued and pre the judgment of the High Court, there has been extensions granted to that particular deadline for submitting an application form. After the judgment of the High Court comes, there is an extension that is then granted for the purpose of submitting the application forms. So everybody who comes into the zone of consideration with that extension of time that is being granted and apropos to that particular amendment that is carried out to the rule is eligible to participate in this teacher's appointment exam. My lords, having said that, once the rule is in place, extension having been granted of the deadline on which an application has to be submitted, we are eligible now to submit our applications to participate in the teacher eligibility exam, because by virtue of an amendment to the rule, CTET has become one of the minimum qualifications or eligibility criteria to participate. But having said that, I would point out that this minimum eligibility criteria